I was born on February 12, 1809, in a one-room log cabin on the frontier of Hardin County, Kentucky, which is now part of LaRue County. My family was very poor, and we lived a hard life in those early years. My father, Thomas Lincoln, was a farmer and carpenter, and my mother, Nancy Hanks Lincoln, passed away when I was just 9 years old. After my mother died, my father remarried to Sarah Bush Johnston, a kind woman who treated me and my sister, Sarah, very well. We moved to Indiana, where I grew up in a rough, isolated environment, but I was always eager to learn. I had very little formal schooling, but I read everything I could get my hands on. Books were my window to the world, and I taught myself by reading and studying. As I grew older, I took on various jobs, including splitting rails, working as a storekeeper, and surveying. In 1830, my family moved to Illinois, where I continued to work and educate myself. My ambition led me to study law on my own, and in 1836, I passed the bar exam and became a lawyer. My political career began with a term in the Illinois state legislature as a member of the Whig Party. I then served a single term in the U.S. House of Representatives from 1847 to 1849. Afterward, I returned to practicing law, but I remained active in politics. In 1858, I ran for the U.S. Senate against Stephen A. Douglas. Though I lost the election, our debates made me well known across the country. 2 years later, in 1860, I was elected the 16th President of the United States. My presidency came at a time of great division in our country. The southern states seceded from the Union, leading to the Civil War. My primary goal was to preserve the Union and end slavery. In 1863, I issued the Emancipation Proclamation, which declared that all slaves in the Confederate States were to be set free. This was a crucial step in the fight for equality and justice. The war was long and grueling, but in April 1865, we achieved victory. However, shortly after, on April 14, 1865, I was tragically assassinated by John Wilkes Booth while attending a play at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. My life was cut short, but I am proud of the work I did to keep the nation united and to advance the cause of freedom. I always believed in the promise of America, that all men are created equal, and I hope that my legacy will inspire future generations to uphold the values of liberty and justice for all.